turn your foot a little bit so you can get right underneath the elbow. Because now you're right up against the bone. And then you can just come right like this, and with the side of your foot, you just get right on. So the pressure is here, right for the heart meridian. Right? Easy. Now, a lot of times, the wrist gets jammed, right? Either through hyperextension or just this so much. So after you loosen here, and you know, I want to make sure that you have some good loosening in the forearm, especially for what we do. I have a tendency to hang out a little bit on body workers' forearms, but not extremely close to the wrist because it gets tight pretty quick there. And then I usually come and open up this joint by supporting from the back and pushing up. So just push to open up those carpals, right? Easy. Okay, so that's heart. Okay, now its partner is right on the opposite side. Here's the heart meridian. Here's its partner, small intestine meridian. Right? Comes up onto the back of the scapula. Right? Small intestine meridian. So if you're, take your little finger like this, please, and press. Use your thumb like this. Press into the side. Press. Press. Feel the bone? Press. Bone. Press. Bone. Side of the hand. Press. Bone. Press. No bone. Feel that hole at the end of the bone? No bone. You know what I'm saying? After y'all know what I'm saying. Yeah. Please just not do something. So here, look. Press in the side. Bone. You feel bone. 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 No bone. That's source point. That's the balancing point for the small intestine. Also lovely for wrist pain. Not giving it, but taking it away. Wrist pain. So feel that. Feel that indentation? Yes or no?
Yes.
Yes. Thank you. And then you want to bend the hand this way and see if you feel a little more. Right? That's source point for small intestine. Right? And heart and small intestine, what is the emotion associated with heart and small intestine?
Joy and shock.
Okay. So shock is sort of like the extreme of joy. You know, like where they're hysterical. You know? And in Chinese medicine, if somebody's like this all the time, that's usually their heart is a little excessive. Because they're dancing on the outer borders of hysteria. You know, they're, well, hi. It's like, ooh, okay. You know, so that's something you want to, you know, that's, while you're talking to them, I would just be going, you know, just keep on, like talking them down from the hysteria ledge. You know, you don't want them to jump into the hysteria abyss. You just want to talk them down. It's okay, okay. So, okay, small intestine. So here, right on the inside of the bone, and it goes actually right through the middle of the elbow, and it comes onto the back. So something about small intestine that I use a lot, because we have so much frozen shoulder, but forward shoulder, you know, and it's hard to do range of motion or against resistance. There's some pain. I work up in this crease, right? Because up in there is the teres muscle, right? Teres major, and that's a big thing for helping release the shoulder because of its strong attachment onto the humeral head, right? So, but the small intestine meridian goes right through there, right? So, when you're working on small intestine, you can either work on them in supine like this, or if you turn onto your left side, please.
Slipped.
You okay that when you step?
Absolutely.
Okay, looky here in sideline. Look at how accessible small intestine is. You know, I usually work small intestine in this position because you can get at the whole meridian. Easy source point. You can come right in here. It goes right through the center of the elbow, and then it actually outlines the tricep, and it goes right into this crease. And then you can have nice access to the teres. in side line, right? You can come right up underneath that crease and really work the teres, right? You can really work the teres.
He did that to me in almost.
Here, check this out. Come here, everybody, round. Come. Unless you're laying down. Come.
I still laugh when I do that to myself. Nobody punches like that.
You can let that arm go anytime.
You're so gonna do that to me.
Okay,
He's holding
so-
it. She did that to me too.
I know.
So,
You're so.
come, look. Come, that's what you're here for, right? Come in here. So yes, yes, teres, right? Use the end of the crease, up above the crease. This is where teres lives, right? Pam, okay?
Fabulous.
Okay, so how else, right? How else, right? How else? This, right? Right? Easy, very strong. Save your thumbs. Easy. And then if you can do this, be in a supported position so that you can just lean in easy. Take the strain out of your own body so you can have a clear point of contact. Still okay? Easy. The thumbs only go so far. That thing gets damn ropey. And it feels a little angry usually. So this is cool because you can do range of motion, but sustained pressure, good. You're working on somebody. Say you got some clients that are big old tattooed guys. Got any of those? And you can just go like this.
Make them cry, Uncle.
Easy. teres to help open up the shoulder. Easy. And when you're doing this, you can also do pin and stretch, right? Because you're engaged the muscle, and the only thing you need to do is shift your weight this way.
Oh yeah.
Pin and stretch, so easy. That's my favorite word. Can you tell? Easy. So then stretch, teres, awesome. That's small intestine. Lovely. Okay? So I like you to trace the meridians for heart and small intestine. Oh, we'll do two more, bladder and kidney. Bladder's huge though, but that'll be okay. So y'all know about this, right? I want you to follow that meridian, do that source point, and then figure out how you would add some stretch. But remember, for this too, you can come into supine again. Right? You can do this. Right? You change the angle for what, like
Palm is down.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because you're doing. Now I'm doing the small intestine,
Small.
and then when I turn it over, I'll be doing the heart. It's part of it. So you have to know the general location so you can shift your contact a little bit. It's still broad contact, but you can angle into different parts of the arm. But I want you to trace it so you know where it is. And remember, I did it some standing too, using my toe. So what I want you to do is look where the meridian is, and then figure out how you're going to get it. So that way I can go around and see what y'all are doing, as opposed to here, do it this way. And I am showing you some things, but also, how would you do it? Right? So start doing it, and then I can take a look at it. All right. So that's heart and small intestine. Now we're going to do bladder. So, excuse me, before we go on, what is the emotion again associated with heart and small intestine?
Shock.
All right. Hopefully we can live somewhere in between, shading towards joy. So now we're going to do a bladder and kidney. So open up your manual and look at the location of bladder meridian. And you notice, first of all, it is the longest meridian in the body. And it is the only meridian that splits in two. So remember, they're like Zen Fox, she pointed out early on, she asked, is this bilateral? They're all bilateral, so they're on both sides. So when you see a double line of that bladder on one side of the spine, there's a double line on the other. All right? So, and it goes, so when you're doing bladder meridian, it's for your head and neck. It's for your upper, middle, and lower back. It's for your hips and your gluteals. It's for your hamstrings. It's for your gastrocnemiuses. And it goes right by the ankle and into the top of the foot. So it covers the whole thing. Right? Huge. It goes right out the side of the foot, the bladder meridian. So it's huge, right? So, and then its partner is the kidney. So this is a water element, and what is the associated motion with bladder and kidney?
Motivation and fear.
Motivation and fear. So, you know, it's funny that you can see how one is with the other. You start doing things, there's a natural fear of the unknown about not knowing what to happen, but there should be a healthy balance where you do stuff and you have some respect about not knowing what's going to happen, but you do it. And because that fear can be like a governing, a good way of keeping you in balance. You know, it's like, okay, I'm doing this because the motivation is strong enough. But I do have a little trepidation. I mean, I can believe in it happening, but you want to make sure, keep alert. You know, it's like fear can keep you alert on certain low levels. It's just like, just watching myself. It's okay, I'm good. You know, so that's true. So that's how that emotion works. So the kidney, but also the kidney, it gives you all your energy. You know, it's like where your energy is stored. In Chinese